All right, it is early, but I have started the dinner for today. This is a big pork shoulder. I started it a little earlier. So on here I just have some onion, garlic, salt, pepper, and all-purpose, all seasoning. What's it called? Seasoned salt. That is what is in there. It's cooking on low. I'm going to cook it all day. This is a bone-in shoulder. That is going to be dinner tonight. And I'll see you guys later when I eat breakfast. Logan says hello. He is having a snack. He is having some blueberries with Mama. But this is my first meal of the day. I have been chugging the water today. But I have a Sola Everything bagel. Picture here of what I use. I have 3 eggs. I did not weigh out the bacon, but I'm not worried about that. And about half a cup of blueberries. That is my first meal of the day. And I am so ready to eat. I don't have any of my favorite garlic mild sauce from Nando's, but I would put that on this if I had any kind of hot sauce, but I don't. We got some egg and some bacon. Maybe. We got some of our avocado bagel. And I used the little packs of the avocado mash. I'll put a picture up here. I get those for Costco. And I usually don't go through a whole one, so I freeze it. And you can just thaw these out. Thank you, Logan. And you can just thaw these out in water or microwave them for like 30 seconds and they're perfect. All right, guys, I finished breakfast a little bit ago and Logan is having a little bit of cocoa melon time. I have a cup of ice. I'm going to make my iced coffee. Let me show you what... This is the K-Cup that I just used. Tim Hortons, the original, is my absolute favorite. I've got my skinny syrups back here, caramel and vanilla. I've got my zero caramel macchiato Starbucks creamer and my coffee. I just love these cups. They're so fun. I'm going to pour it. Ooh. I'm going to pour my coffee in and obviously make a mess because I wouldn't be me without spilling things all over. All right, I'm gonna pour just a like tiniest little bit of caramel and some vanilla, a little bit more of the vanilla. This stuff goes a long way. Shake up my creamer, and that's about 2 tablespoons of the creamer. It looks so delicious. We're gonna taste test our coffee. That is pretty tasty. All right, don't mind the dishwasher going and our pork is cooking up. Ooh, so nice. I did flip it over and seasoned the other side. We like seasonings. I've cleaned up my kitchen, but it is 1:55 and I'm gonna have a little snack. I finished almost all of my coffee, and then I mean there was probably not even a half a cup left. I was like done with it. That was a little bit ago. So now I'm gonna have 2 little mini cucumbers, some ranch, and a couple of the turkey sticks. And I'm having a Mountain Dew Zero on ice because I'm a little hungry, but I'm not too hungry because I'm also excited about pork tonight for dinner. So we're gonna eat this. Here is my dinner tonight. I have some of the pork. I have about, I'd say about 7 ounces maybe, with some of the sugar-free GQ's original barbecue sauce. I have some peaches, and then I have some green beans with salt and pepper, and that is my dinner tonight. Super pretty. It is about time to wind down. is 8:30 and I'm gonna have one of these Carb Smart bars. These are my absolute favorites. Already started eating it. These are so yummy. So I'm gonna eat this and call it a night. All right, guys, good morning. It is 8:30. I am eating an early breakfast today because I am actually quite hungry. I didn't eat a lot of carbs yesterday. It is so much more than I am used to eating currently. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be real. This is jump starting to back to tracking, but here I have a solo bagel with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, a couple of blueberries here, and then half of this Yoplait yogurt that Logan and I just shared. This is just about half of it. Here's the blueberries that I use, or the bagels that I use are also by Sola. I freeze a lot of my bread because they don't go through it that quickly. Peanut butter, and then I had half of this berry freeze prime this morning. So that is my first meal of today. Also, I came out here because I need to bring the trash can in, but look at this weather today. It snowed this morning for like an hour, and it's been sleeting and raining off and on, and it is just cold. It's April 9th today. Come on now. It's also my bestie's birthday. I talked to her this morning. She lives over in Indianapolis, and I'm gonna try to get to see her next week. We will see, but oh, it's so cold, guys. Here is my lunch. It is almost 1 o'clock, and I am just having a can drain of the Kirkland chicken breast. The macros are like really good on chicken, obviously. And then I have 2 mini cucumbers cut up. I have some celery, salt on the chicken, and also salt and pepper mixed in, but I also put salt and pepper on the cucumbers as well. And this is going to be my next to nothing carb lunch today. Here is my little afternoon snack. These Built Puffs are really good. I really enjoy the original Built bars as well. These are getting harder and harder to find in store, so hopefully I will remember to place an order soon, because there are some flavors that are really delicious. But this one is definitely, the coconut's definitely my favorite for the puffs and the bars. All right, we are starting dinner. I'm just gonna show you everything, and then I'll show you my plate. But we are making some of the waffle fries. These are the burgers that we're cooking. They're the Chop House smashed burgers. We have some onions going, and some olive oil, and some butter. Get these starting to cook. Here is my plate tonight. I had 3 of these sliders with some sugar-free ketchup, some Duke's mayonnaise, some onions that we cooked in butter, and I forgot cheese. That's okay. I had pickles and some green beans. And I ate about half of these fries just because I was already full. I ate the fries last, so I did really well. Alrighty guys, today is a Friday, and I actually ended up skipping breakfast today. I just wasn't hungry. I think I ate quite a bit yesterday, but this was my lunch. It's just some cucumber with some of the Tyson Korean style barbecue chicken. It's like already, you cook it sauced. I did make some extra sauce out of some hoisin, rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, and soy sauce, and sprinkled it on top with some sesame seeds, and it is so good. This is probably my favorite dish right now. Me and Seth really love this chicken in general. And then Seth's sister came over for a grill out. Ian finished the new Harry Potter book, so we promised him a little Harry Potter party. She brought some cookies and things, which I did not indulge in. But this was my plate from dinner. And yes, I had some naan bread and some potatoes and some hummus. And it was delicious. Here is my breakfast this morning. I just made some bacon, egg, and cheese little tacos. I was going to do some red pepper and things, but I just made me and Logan's together this morning. He's eating. That is my low carb breakfast today. These are Mission Carb Wrap tortillas as well, the flour ones. Alright guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap the video up here. Ian ended up spending the night with his auntie last night. He went back home with her. They had a sleepover, and I heard all about it when he called me at 2 a.m. Because they were playing the original Mario Brothers. I don't know how she got that Nintendo working, but anyway, he was screaming in the phone at 2 a.m. But this is just leftovers today. I was talking in the video, but Logan was screaming in the background. Seth had to work today, so we just had leftovers today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I am trying to do the low carb thing. We're gonna do it, so I will see you guys next time.